Hello everyone. In our last video we were discussing on the various options what we have in Oracle VirtualBox to create networks. We had discussed about NAT network and bridged network. Now we are left with two more options what we have, that is internal network and host only network. So let's go through the internal network option quickly. To configure an internal network, we'll have to go to the VBox Manage CLI option. Now in VMware Workstation, we have an option to configure this using graphical interface. But in VirtualBox, we do not have any such interface. As you see in VMware Workstation, we have a virtual network editor which is used to create such internal network. But since this article and tutorial is only about VirtualBox, we'll go through the CLI. I have given a dummy command which can be used to create this internal network. As you see over here, I am adding a new DHCP server by the name of my lab. The IP would be 10.10.10.1 for this lab, and the subnet values which will be picked up for giving a range of IP addresses by using this DHCP server would be starting from 2 and it will go up to 64. So let's start this. I will go to the VirtualBox. For me the path is C drive program files Oracle VirtualBox. I will open a command window over here, whole screen. I will paste the command, hit enter. Okay, so our DHCP server with my lab is created. Go to the VM, click on machines, settings, network, click on internal network. For me, as you can see, my lab is already there because I had already configured this network. But for you, you might not get this option over here. You might get something known as INT-NET. So all you have to do is erase the INT-NET over here and write my lab. Click on OK, and that should be enough for you. The same you should do for other VMs as well. Click on machine, settings, network, click on internal network, and whatever you find over here, just erase it and give the name of the newly created DHCP server. Since for me it is my lab, I will leave it like that. Click on OK, clean the screen. Now let us release the IP address and try to get a new one in verbose mode. As you see, the DHCP ACK, it is trying to get the IP from the IP what we have set over here, 10.10.1, and it is taking from the lower IP range. .2 is what it has taken over here. Let's do the same. Okay, so for this we have got 10.10.10.3. so the internal network is pretty much working for us. Now let's see the different options as per our table. Now can VM connect to the host? Let's try that out. Our host IP, as I had showed in my last video, but let's check it again. It is 192.168.1.4. If you are directly coming to this particular video, then you can go to the description page where you can find the links of the other articles from my page as well as on YouTube. Okay, so as you see, the network is unreachable over here, so that's a no. Can host connect to the VM? Let's try that out. No, that's a request timeout, so we are not able to connect to either of the VMs what we have just configured with internal network. Can VM connect to the external network? I doubt, because since it is not able to connect to the host, it should not be able to connect to the external network. Yes, as expected. Can VM connect another VMs in the same network? Let's try that out. The other VM what we have is having 10.10.10.2 because it is 3. Yes, it is able to connect to the other VM. It should work in both ways, vice versa. Yes, so the interconnectivity is there between these VMs. Can other computers on the host network connect VM? I suppose no, because my host Windows is not able to connect to the VM, so it is quite obvious that other laptops sitting on the host network will also do the same. So internal network, as we see, it is giving us a very restrictive network, so it is quite safe. It can be used in cases where you want to completely isolate your test environment. You do not want the host and other host machines on the same network to be able to connect your VMs. So in those cases, internal network is very useful. Okay, so let's move forward to the host only network option what we have. Okay, so to configure a host only network, again you need a custom network to be created first. To do the same, go to File, Preferences, come to Network. If you remember, this is the same place we had created our NAT networks. If you see, there is one more tab with us which says Host Only Networks. As you see, we have one host only Ethernet adapter already created. If you wish, you can create one more using the plus sign. We'll just use this for the demonstration. If you go to edit, you can see the network what I have assigned. It is .56.1. the DHCP service is enabled with these values, so I'll just click OK. So we have one host network. Let us assign that host network to this VM. We'll go to host only adapter, and this is the name of the adapter what we had just created over there. Click on OK. We're good to go. We'll release the IP and request for a new IP. Let's do the same for the other VM what we have. Since we have only one option, just select that from the drop down menu, click OK, and we'll just refresh the IP address. Okay, so as you see, it is bound to 56.101 and the other one is bound to 56.102. Now let's go through the different options what we have in the Word. Can the VM connect to the host? Okay, let's check with this option. This is the host IP and it says network is unreachable. So the answer is no. Now can the host connect to the VM over here? Okay, 68.56.101. Yes, over here we are able to connect to the virtual machine. The other one was 102. Yes, both are reachable from my host. Now can VM connect to the external network? Let's check that. No, it is not able to connect to the external network, so that's a no. Can VM connect other VMs in the same network? Let's check that. Okay, I'm using the wrong IP. Yes, let me just confirm if it is 102 here. Okay, it is 101. Yes, we are able to connect to 101 and I assume it should work both ways. Yes, so interconnectivity is there between both the VMs. And can other computers on the host network connect to this VM? I assume the answer would be very much similar to this one. Since the direct host is not able to connect, I'm pretty much sure other hosts sitting on the network will also respond in the same way. But our VMs are able to connect. I think this should be yes. In the last, yes, I think I misjudged. Yeah, sorry for that. What I mean is the VM will not be able to connect the host or any other host which is sitting on the network, but the other computers on the host network should be able to connect to the VM. As we just saw, we are able to connect. So this is all about the brief introduction, I would say, or brief information on all the network options what we had. So you can go through them, and for more details you can check my page. I have given some more information on what it does and how the network behaves. You can also refer the official VirtualBox chapter number 9, which has more details on how the bridge networking and all other networking works. But just if in case you're looking to search what each network does, I think this table should help you out to decide based on your requirement which one will serve your purpose. That is all. I hope this article helps. Please let me know your views and feedbacks in the comment section. I hope you like the video. Thank you. Bye bye.